You want to see how you can grow a small account with just 2 moving averages? This is one of many strategies that a few traders actually use. But this same strategy, I'm going to show you how I took a $1,200 account to $40,000 trading something called Step Index. And if you haven't seen that, videos right there. But there is a reason why this is one of the most fastest strategies to use and implement, especially in the futures or indices market, and that is exactly what I will be doing in this video, is breaking it down. Let's get straight to it.
Moving averages is basically giving you the average of where price would be at within a period of time. So when you notice you're actually inside of an EMA, which is an exponential moving average, or a simple moving average, you will have a length, and usually this length means the period that it is averaging out. It is essentially telling you real data. It is essentially telling you the average of where price could be. This is the most cheat code that I can ever think of. A lot of people oversee this a lot, but the cool thing about moving averages is you can tell it to scout out 14 days past, and if it is 14 days past, where should price be at within a 14-day period, and it will literally give you these numbers. And a lot of times people misuse the moving averages. Now there's going to be 2 different moving averages we're going to utilize here, and it is going to be an EMA. So if you don't know how to find this, all you're going to do is go into TradingView, come up top here where you see indicators, and you're just going to select moving averages, or you can even do the moving average exponential. You then now want to use your moving averages length. The length that you're going to go for is the 113. You get your EMA. I have mine set to color at blue. Just look at my settings, copy and paste it, keep it at close, and then let's move to the next one. Now the next EMA is the length 24. Once you guys select that, you go ahead and change the color to white if you want to go with like a gray white color, off white, and then from there let's go ahead and now talk about the actual strategy. Now keep in mind, something that I did not mention is that when you are using these moving averages, I want you guys to understand that there shouldn't be nothing else in your charts. You literally want to just have the moving averages on your charts, and that's it, because it's all about clean and just simple. So keep that in mind when you're actually adding all of this to your charts. Let's get to it. Okay, with this strategy, we're only going to be focusing on high intensive trend based markets. That being said, any indices, anything in the futures market that ties to indices, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, S&P 500, gold, and even you can throw in oil, but these are what you want to focus on only when using this trading strategy. So this trading strategy is quite simple. I use my 24 for entry model. So if I see that the moving average is going up like this, and I have candles that are closing under it, then I'm not interested. The second moving average, which is my 113, is kind of my trend-based reality check, meaning it gives me a sense if the market is still a valid uptrend, I am going to be looking for my candles to be above my 113. If I start noticing my candles are in between my 113, I'm not trading, because that tells me it's either going to be 1, a reversal, or 2, some sort of consolidation, and I don't want that. So let's assume that market is a trend going up. What I want to see is a very big aggressive candle known as a displacement or an engulfing candle, which all it is a candle that is covering twice the size of your previous candle. If we get that, then you can buy. So let's look at this in the live market so I can show you guys how you trade this the right way. Okay guys, so now we see that the market is going up. We want to see market first break the actual blue line, which is our 113, and then our 24 is our white. So we want to see market break through this first. The most important thing you have to understand with the moving averages is you do not trade it until it actually pulls back. Remember when I said earlier, the moving averages is essentially where price is supposed to be at that given time. So you want to make sure that you are aware if the moving averages is moving up. Once again, you see moving averages is down here. Price is telling us that price should be down here eventually, and it will happen. As price move, obviously moving averages moves, and it gives us the most accuracy when it comes to this. Now we know that we should be buying because of the simple fact market had broke past this moving average, which acts as supply, demand, and support resistance, which is another reason why I love it. Since this is the very first pull, we're not going to take the trade off of this moving average and do a 1 to 4. We're going to actually do what we call a 1-to-1 trade. The reason behind this is because typically what happens is market does create what we call a last pull to the upside, known as a continuation, which is really your ABC pattern, known as something like this. essentially when you catch that very first pull from a aggressive breakout, it does not give you an aggressive pullback yet. What it does is an exhaustion, and it's also basically taking out liquidity. So I know this, and this is something that I've been studying for 6 years of trading. So that's why I'm comfortable enough to say your very first major pullback, just like this right here, you can catch a 101 off of this. So that is your one system to add to your trading system. What we need to see after we see that is we need to see an aggressive candle. This candle right here does not give me clarity. So let's see if the next couple candles will give me that. So as you guys see right here, you pretty much have an aggressive candle. Remember what I said though, you need the candle to engulf the previous candle times 2. If it does not, then don't trade it. You want to look for your setup. When you see your setup, don't go against it. So now let's go into number 2. All right, so now we're looking at one of my favorite, oil. So now with oil, once again, if it is coming from a very aggressive move from the downside or upside, which is really breaking that structure, then just know, only look for the 101 for now, because you know that ideally market could give you a quick liquidity grab, sweep, and then continue back down further to hit the equilibrium level and then go up. So if we look here, we see market broke the structure, it was going up. So now what we're going to essentially do is wait on market to pull back to our moving average, because once again, we know our moving averages gives us confirmation that this is where ideally the price should be at the given time. So I'm waiting on market to tap this actual white line, and that's kind of what I'm looking for as an act of support or resistance, as you see it happen here. But now that it happened here, we got a beautiful candle that basically clarifies that we can now take a sell. Now here is a hint to anybody here that is still watching. If you want to be more on the safe side for this entry model, your stop loss should be just a pip off from wherever the 113 level is at, which is my blue moving average. And then your TP, once again, you can just do a simple 101. This is on the safe side. I realize doing this works very efficiently as well, but you do have to lower your risk overall just because your stop loss is a lot higher, and you're only doing a 101 trade for this first trade. So we're going to go ahead and try to play this one out. And as you see, we essentially smash TP. Now let's ask ourselves this question: when should we get in the next trade? Obviously, well, typically you want to wait on market to now pull back further to more of the blue line, because it already exhausted the price when it dropped tremendously. So now we're playing the waiting game. So now, as you see here, market pretty much tapped this level here, and as you see, it took some time for this to happen. Actually, we're looking at 2 days out for this to actually happen. So it can be some time for the next move to happen, but the cool thing is, doesn't matter. This works on every time frame. I'm showing you guys on hourly, but this works even on a 5-minute time frame. But if we say let's sell this, right, we want to sell this, we can now sell this. But once again, we have to wait on one more thing. The rule that I had told you guys to add in your trading system is that you need the candle to break out of this white line in order to sell it. That is what is important. So the second rule here is you need market to tap up to this actual 113 level. Basically identifies that the exhaustion had happened, and this gave it a correct pullback to drop further down. So if we go ahead and say let's enter in the market for this right now, we could, but once again, we go against our rules. So let's wait to see if market does what it does, and we see that it did do what it did here. So now what we can do is short this nice little 101 here, and we can pretty much play this one all the way out and see if market hits. Now, unfortunately, this is where market is at right now, but technically, theoretically, you can say it hit the TP because we're damn near getting there. That's the cool thing about this strategy. I use this strategy so effectively when I'm trading anything, when I just want to be quick about it. Now, you might ask me, why are you not using this strategy in a lot of other videos, or why do you don't talk about this efficiently? Market doesn't always trend. When the market is trending, I make a shit ton of money. That is how I basically went from $250 to $7,000 in my account in literally a week. And that video you can watch right there. But that is why it is so important to understand market conditions. And that is literally what we talk about a lot in our community and talk a lot in our YouTube channel. So if you haven't already subscribed to this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure to give you guys the best free gems as much as possible. And we will start a live stream real soon. I'll see you guys in the next video. Your boy Solo. Peace.